All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready. We're here at the Roy and Jimmy thing. Get ready to rock, get ready to roll. The moment you've all been waiting for. We got hot, sexy Roy and Jimmy. Hell yo.
Doing that thing you do, breaking my heart into
a million pieces. Tuesday night, chaoticradio.com. You've got the Roy and Jimmy thing. What's going on, guys? My name is Roy Brewster. This is...
I am Jimmy Shaw, a small cog in this room full of talent tonight.
Yeah, we're not the talent tonight. We're just trying to make this go. Actually, I don't even control the board, so there's no reason for me to even be here. So I'm going to crawl out from under the... Never mind. I'm kind of fat. I don't think I'll go under the counter. Anyway, we're here tonight with the cast and crew of Tales from the Wheelhouse. We are going to get into them pretty quick. Jimmy, how was your week?
A very busy week. We did stand-up shows. We did some radio.
Oh, yeah. Friday night.
We did a big shout-out to Travis Tapleshay up there at the Holiday Inn in Victorville for his Ha Ha Live comedy show. Had a great time. Very fun crowd. Thanks for everybody who tuned out. I think it was a packed house up there.
Yeah, it was really packed. They were all there to see Ray.
They're all to see Mr. Ray. Absolutely.
Never mind. We won't go there. But Travis, thanks a lot. It was awesome. Stayed up there all weekend. Got all my hair cut off.
Yeah, you did. You trimmed it down.
Look at this. Come on. You saw it on the video.
Well, your videos, that's why you did it.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
This is back view.
This is back view. Well, every time someone watches, oh, wow, I don't know if that's any better. Drew's throwing stuff at me already. Jeez. We let these people get in here, and they want to come down, and then they throw stuff at us at the beginning and say, hey, we're actors. We want to be on. We want to be on already. We don't care about you guys. Like I said, you don't need me anyway. God.
She bought me the coffee. I'm sorry.
All right. Look,
got you ramped up.
Do you hear them? They're all cranking up. We didn't have them on the mic yet, and you can hear them already.
Well, I was telling these guys is I met them all today, but you've been involved with these guys. I think we've been involved with these guys for about 3 weeks at least, and right. I've never met anyone. So I'm like the perfect stranger. Is like come visit for an hour, get out of the way. We know Jimmy enough. I'm
gonna make them all hot. We're done talking.
You're done?
You think? I mean, they're like they traveled from all over the place to get here, and we're just taking up time. We've already taken up 3 minutes.
Big shout out into the YouTube chat room. We have David and Evan. Go to youtube.com, look up Chaotic Radio Live. 3 words, Chaotic with a K. We have a live feed going on there and a chat room. Or download the app, chaoticradio.com, on your smartphone, Google Play, Android, whatever smart device you have. And also don't forget, chaoticradio.com. Click Listen Live, upper right corner.
And, of course, this, like every other time, brought to you by Kudos Pizza, Ranch Cucamonga, and Upland. Two locations.
Absolutely. Wow, 66 fresh ingredients.
Which is 13 quadrillion possibilities.
I believe that's what Stephanie said, yeah. So you design perfection, they'll build it.
Ooh.
Yes, and they always have specials going on. Check out their website, their Facebook page, and anything going on with them, we will let you know through us.
And stay tuned because... the pizza giveaway will start by the end of this week. It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Well, I'll just let you know a little bit about it. If you're hungry for a year, we got you covered. That's all I'm going to say.
And no one's really. Is anyone hungry for a year? Be honest.
I'm hungry every day.
For the whole year? Really?
For the whole year, every hour, every minute.
Some people eat a whole year in a day.
So thanks to Kudos Pizza for letting this happen. And I'm going to start turning mics on, man. This thing's going to get crazy.
And the man behind me, if you're looking at the YouTube video page, the man behind me with the camera, I'm under witness protection.
Witness protection?
Witness protection. I'm watching my P's and Q's right now.
Wow. That's scary. I got way more buttons to turn on to make sure everyone has a mic on right now.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think everyone's on. Everyone say hello.
Hello.
Oh, look at that. We got everybody. Okay, we're going to go around the room just real quick. We got Adam, Tiffany, True, not Drew, True. Then we got Aubrey, and then we have Drew.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't think you're loud enough. Here, let me try to help you out a little bit, Drew.
You want me to yell?
No, I don't know. How come you're so quiet?
I don't know. Why am I so quiet?
Oh, no, he's there now. I'm going to turn him up, and then he's going to blast my ears out. And don't think we forgot about Darlene in the corner. She doesn't want to be on. She's just listening.
She's listening, but she's seen, so that is Darlene in the corner there.
So we have the cast here, and this is exciting. If you guys were paying attention, a couple weeks ago, was it 3 weeks ago, they were doing a shoot at Kudos, and got to show up and be involved and see what's going on. And I know we've posted the heck out of them. The outtakes are killing me. I mean,
that's the movie for me right there.
The outtakes are like, are you kidding me? I mean, they're hilarious. And then they're putting through, it's going through, and there's like with effects, without Foley, with Foley, no sound. And I'm going to tell you, at the table scene, there's this guy like in the back behind you, Drew.
Yeah, this photo bomber. I don't know who that guy is.
I was gonna say he's like, guy's like good
handsome
looking
guy though. You know what I mean? Yeah, handsome guy.
No, not really, not so much. I'm sitting in here, all these people that are like, like we have the face for radio. You guys like have cameras on you. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad for us. Look at right now. That one of the effects was it just blurred the whole back out and said, "Wow, he looks better." What movie was that? Was it Dustin Hoffman Tootsie?
Yeah.
Where he goes, "Pull away. How about Cleveland?"
Yeah, exactly.
That was it? Yeah.
Exactly. Sybil Shepherd's soft focus on that one.
Yeah, soft focus.
Excellent. So it's all introduce each other. Go first.
All right. I'm Drew Glick. And one thing we guys have in common with Chaotic and myself is our names both start with K. My nickname is Coffee with a K.
Oh,
okay.
See, that's our replan Sundays. It's hashtag Chaotic and Coffee.
So
yeah,
we got something in common already.
Very good, right off the bat.
But they told you to spell that. I read a little bit. Spell coffee with a K.
Yes, interesting story, but yes, that is true. Yeah.
See, I saw that
came about. Yeah.
It's coffee with a K.
Yeah, coffee with a K. And I'm the writer, producer, director, editor. I don't know, whatever.
He'll clean the bathrooms.
Yeah, exactly. I'm even the janitor on this one.
Well, I was just looking at the stuff right here. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, that head bottle washer. Is that how people put that on their business cards? Yeah.
So if you look up Drew, I have stuntman, author, actor, writer, producer, director. Come on, are you kidding me?
I don't know.
No, I read it, so it's got to be real.
All right, so like I was telling you earlier, Roy, this goes back like 13 years. With my career, how it all came about and started, but I started in this industry because I had martial arts school years and years and years ago, out in New York, Huntington Station to be precise. And one day, a student filmmaker came in and said, "Hey, we need some guys to do a fight scene," and that's how I kind of got into Hollywood, and kind of did everything from being set on fire, jumping on buildings, getting hit by cars, falling off horses. And then it kind of snowballed from there. So, and I kind of came to realize that my true calling was writing and editing, and that became filmmaking, and it got me connected with these awesome people right here.
Yay! True's all like, yay!
And
that was a golf clap for you.
I spent a lot of time on the red carpet as a camera operator.
I saw that. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah.
And I worked with, her name is the French Reporter. She's one of the bigger up-and-coming people here in Hollywood. She's a great, amazing person.
See?
Yeah.
Again, the talent's in front of us, not behind the mic, right, on our side.
Well, speaking of these awesome, talented people, go ahead and introduce yourself, little one.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Ruiz, playing the role of Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, very good. You are, and the lovely next to you.
Hi, I'm True Royal, playing the role of Lisa.
Lisa, very good.
Lisa Gale.
Gentleman in the back.
I'm Adam.
Get on the mic.
I'm on the mic, sorry.
Get on the mic, man. Put it up closer. He's like in the other room right now.
He's chilling.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm Haney. I play the role of the man behind the camera. I do like an interview for the movie and also playing little bits and pieces in each kind of like scene.
Gotcha.
Got a lot of cameos going on in the movie.
Very good.
He's a good burper too.
Yeah, exactly. Belching man. Great scene.
Belching man.
Great scene.
And last but not least,
Tiffany Villalobos, and I play Amber Swift.
Amber Swift. Well, look at this cast you got together. How'd you all get together for this soiree?
It's all Drew.
I don't even know. It's sometimes when you put things out in the universe, you sometimes get what you want, sometimes you don't. But we really lucked out with people, especially with Aubrey. I'm going to tell you, like I had a number of people her age, and just so everybody understands, like Gwendolyn is or Aubrey plays Gwendolyn, who's my adopted daughter in the film. And everybody here is portraying a real person that actually exists, that's written about in the new Wheelhouse book. Mm-hmm. But it just was kind of really something that kind of came together because I guess it was the right time for it. Something that I've been wanting to do for a long time and really kind of try to tell the story of the Wheelhouse. And it just seems like it's happening. So, and I'm really, really happy. I couldn't be more happy with these people. So
that's excellent. How long have you guys been filming? When did you guys start?
We did a lot of pre-production. We did a lot of like storyboarding, concept art. One of the things I know I learned from my experience in the industry is you got to have the marketing behind it prior to even filming anything.
Right.
Because otherwise you're just making a movie that's invisible. So we're trying to get the word out with posters and behind the scenes and, like Roy was saying, bloopers.
Right. Those are great, by the way. Yeah.
And like me and Tiffany say all the time, like the behind the scenes is the best part of the movie.
Oh yeah, because I'll watch a movie.
Really funny.
Here's how I watch a movie. I'll watch a movie, immediately go to IMDb, read all the trivia, all the filming locations, and then look for a gag reel at the end there. Just because you just get immersed in the whole thing.
Gag reel's number one.
If the gag reel is funny, I'll watch the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I am.
Those are great. I think that's actually probably your better promo to get everyone in it, because everyone's all loose and relaxed going into this thing. It's like, I wonder what this thing. Right. It kind of gives a little more mystique to the movie too. It's like, what are these guys going to do? They're already just kind of fooling around, having a great time right now, and it just kind of builds it up to where I really want to see it more now.
Right.
With those blooper reels, those are great. I think it's a great promo on that.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
No, it works for me.
I hate to do this right now. Tiffany, talk to me again.
Yes, hello.
There we go. That's better.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think he was trying to shut me up.
No, I was trying to crank up Tiffany's levels. If they get too loud, just behind the scenes, real quick. If they get too loud, then you're going to echo off them. So I was just playing with it. Make sure you're loud. So I want to make sure to hear you. We can hear you, but I want to make sure it's pronounced.
We got everyone in the chat room thinks we're violating some fire codes with all these people in the room right now.
Yeah.
No, we're way safe. We got this. I think this might be the most people we've had on the show. Probably our Christmas play is pretty close.
Yeah. Hey, we had a Christmas play. Now, is everyone like local here or far away? Look at it right now. Timmy's like, how far?
Not local.
How far away?
Local.
Definitely not local. Where'd you come from?
I came from Torrance.
Torrance. Oh, you took a hike in.
I'm Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach, good hike in. You guys just came around the bend here. We
just came around the corner pretty much.
We got our similarities right there, a little trucking right there.
Yeah. These guys are around the corner too. They're not far.
Oh, perfect.
You guys are close?
Yeah, we live in Fontana.
Oh.
Yes! See, that's you guys got to relocate.
I'm in LA. That's where,
Well, I'm relocating. I'm moving to Lancaster. Is that's
like farther?
Way over.
You're doing the opposite. What are you doing?
We are so sorry to hear that.
You're going the wrong way. What are you doing?
What are you doing with your life?
All right, so we have people shouting out to Aubrey already.
Yeah, we got the
wow, yay!
The Danny Joe show says, "Go Aubrey," and then Mo88J07. Aubrey, we love you.
Aww.
I love you too.
Look at that. She's already got it down.
All right, thanks everyone else for coming in. We're going to keep her now.
Yeah, we're going to keep her. Everyone else can go.
Let's just get about 3.
We're just going to slowly shut off everyone else.
I'm going to turn it back down to where it was before.
Yeah. We have like
we don't need you. 6
Ubers are going to start showing up. All right, you're out. You're good.
I got to say my favorite outtake, and that was the Tiffany one when they were doing it. You're like, just tell me, I'll plug it. That was my favorite thing of all. And you also had another quote in one that people tell me I have when you said, I have resting bitch face.
Oh, yeah. No, wow. RBF all the way.
Yeah.
But I didn't know there was actually a name. Did you make that up, or have you heard someone say it?
No,
oh God, no! That has been around.
I actually never heard it.
No,
really?
When you did it, I was laughing. I'm like,
well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
No, that's been around.
Roy had you right here as far as a social media pioneer of coining a phrase. He had you right here for 2 weeks going, I can't believe she made that up.
I was going to use it. I was going to use it on stage, and I wasn't going to give you any credit at all.
Yeah. No, I totally made that up myself. What are you talking?
It made me laugh because I get caught for that all the time. If I'm looking or not paying attention, it's like, that guy's pissed and he's mad. And I was afraid now that I cut my hair like that. I did it like 15 years ago, and no one would talk to me because it was like some supremacist guy. And I'm like, no, man, I'm a good guy. Are you kidding me?
It's just how the face looks.
It's just the only face I got. That's what I have. I can be animated when I'm excited.
I'm just follically challenged. I'm not a racist. Just my hair. What's going on?
So, man, we found out how you got together a little bit, kind of like met, and you all kind of got this thing together.
Obviously, it's a homegrown situation. You know, you're handling everything.
It's like a grassroots kind of deal. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. How did you guys audition? How did you find these people? Craigslist ad or?
Well, yeah, most of it was like through Craigslist.
Yeah.
Then it came down to like video auditions type of stuff.
Right.
But I'm going to be honest with you, like it was a personality thing initially.
Okay.
I'm not someone that likes glory hogs or fame mongers and things like that. Like, I'm not in it for the fame. I'm not in it for the fortune. I'm in it because I want to tell a good story, a story that has meaning to me and the people that I talk about.
Right.
So I really wanted real people. You know, I wanted people that had the human side to the character that could really understand it, get into it, and connect with it in a lot of ways.
Sure.
So.
And I did see part of that in there that said you were after that. You weren't. It's not saying anything bad about anyone's talent, but you were more after a person.
Correct.
Than exactly. And it's like if they're, of course everyone here is talented,
right.
But you were more after that and how they're going to fit, and you're after a look, and that's
exactly.
It's like you had that vision to say, this is exactly what I want. I'm going to find the guy that meets my vision or the person.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. What I think I told this to Tiffany a while back. I said, why was Star Wars successful in '77? And I said it was because the characters are believable. Han and Leia, you could believe that they really were in love with one another. That they weren't just actors. You knew that when you watched it. And I said, we got to believe when people watch this that this is my daughter. Mm-hmm. This is really the lady that interviewed me, who I was, quote unquote, not so nice to. And it's a lot. There's a lot of mystique to it also, because we do have plans for a sequel, and we don't want to give the story away what really happens.
Sure.
But everybody's got to be believable, and that's what it comes down to.
I think that Star Wars analogy is perfect, because when that came out, everyone was unknown. The film was not even taken seriously.
Right.
It's a sci-fi flick in the middle of this. Earthquake and special effects disaster area.
Right.
So this thing was like a popcorn movie, basically, and no one knew Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher and all that. So it was pretty organic, really, when people first saw it. Because that's my favorite one. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but that is my favorite out of the movies.
I'm leaving. You're not a big Star Wars fan.
I'm not.
What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is...
He takes that real serious.
That's like religion to me. Yeah, come on.
What I'm saying is, I'm not into all the hoopla. I think everyone right now is just bandwagoners jumping on.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first movie. I saw the first three, and then when they start coming out, it just seems to me like they might be just milking it too much to me. But I'm not into it. So.
Well, yeah. Now you got Han's story coming out in a month or so.
Exactly. Solo's coming in.
For everybody, part of they love it. Big fans, great. Go cosplay, have fun. I'm not dogging any of that. I'm just saying the first one is my favorite, just because it established everything. To me, it was more of a story.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I agree. Yeah.
So that's where you're building this organically, and we talked a little bit earlier about how how it all started, and I mean, you're a writer. This is how many novels or books have you written?
7.
7. I haven't even read 7 books.
Well, the first.
It's a true story.
The first 4 books. The first 4 books I wrote under an alias, which was actually my name as a stuntman as well, which was Drew Evans, because Evans is my middle name.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool name, dude. Drew Evans is pretty cool name.
It made me feel bad about it now that I don't use it anymore, right? Like, only because my mother got mad at me. Long story short, sorry, she didn't like the fact that I wasn't using my legal last name. She's like, well, you don't want to be affiliated with the family, but anyways, it doesn't matter.
Actually, it does matter.
I'm going to tell you about it, but it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But so I started off writing science fiction books, and then kind of went into like talking about my personal life. How the transition happened, I don't really know. It was like I was telling Roy, it was a therapeutic thing.
Yeah, once you started writing, it just started happening.
Yeah. And it was a little revealing initially, and I didn't know if I really should be telling a lot of the events that I told, especially with the first Wheelhouse book, which is really about my dogs, who happen to be tattooed on my arms. And I lost both of them a year apart from one another, and it really kind of I try to, and I think I wrote that book because I wanted people to understand that dogs and any animal, and if you bond with them, it becomes a child. And it was incredibly difficult to go through that alone and not have people really, your own family especially, say, I just get over it,
Right.
And then this new book is more about like Drew kind of recovering from that and seeing his adopted daughter as like their reincarnation in a way, and he names her after them. So it's touching in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of, I'm not going to really get into it too much, but there's a lot of like mysticism about it, and there's a lot of things that kind of happen that he has like premonitions and visions, and he ends up getting very sick at one point, and that kind of puts him in like an alternate reality, if you want to call it that.
Wow.
So it has the science fiction aspect to it and the fantasy part of it, but it's all based in reality, and it really did happen.
Now, you see what I said about those bloopers being the preview?
Yeah.
This is killing me right now. So now this movie is like, I am so excited to see it just because.
So people, a lot of people kind of like, I don't know, they attack me for the title of the film, and they say, "Oh, hail to the king!" Like, what is that? Like some kind of glorified title you gave yourself because you think you're a king or whatever? It's not that. You got to think about it. You see, you got to think about it in a biblical sense of the word. Yeah. Like, who is a king? You know what I mean? So if you think about king, the only king that I know of would happen to be Jesus. So I'm not going to reveal too much of the story, but that title itself implies a lot of different things when it comes to like our beliefs as human beings.
Well, see, when I see when I saw "Hail to the King," that's the only thing I think of is religious.
Okay, good.
I don't think
you're one of the very few. I don't
think of Elvis Presley. I don't think of myself and jealous people.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people do.
Jealous people are telling you, are asking you, is that named after you? That's what's going on right there. So just that's awful. That's awful there. Yeah. Oh, can everyone describe the roles without giving away the plot? Go there. For it. So, Aubrey.
Well, Gwendolyn is a little girl who is very happy, and as I read through, she asked a lot of questions, and also I can relate to the character because Gwendolyn has a stuffed elephant, and when I was younger, I had a blanket that I would carry around with me everywhere. I mean, now I don't carry it with me because that would be weird, but...
Why not?
Roy's got one in the truck still. You're good. It's okay.
I've got a flipper. I still have a stuffed animal from when I was like 5. It's a stuffed dolphin that I still have. Don't start. It's not crazy. It happens.
So you have a little similarities right there with that kind of thing.
I don't like Star Wars, so I'm out with him. But me and you, we're here.
How long have you been acting, Aubrey?
Well, I haven't done acting, and he gave me this opportunity to do this.
Nice. Something you've always wanted to do, though?
Yes.
Yeah. School plays or anything? Have you done any of that yet?
No.
You're gonna now, aren't you?
and one thing I do want to say, I just want to jump in here real quick. Like, we have Aubrey on the cover, actually, of the new book with Drew. So she's on the cover of the new book as well. Let me try to help you out. Well, what happened?
Someone turned on the video.
Someone turned on video.
Yeah.
Scared me. I thought the king was coming.
Yeah. So not only is she in the film, but she's like portrayed on the new book cover as well.
Wow.
So she's got a lot of FaceTime. You know what's going on with the project.
Yo,
so
man, top billing. Look at you. So how old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11.
Yeah, I'm in 6th grade.
Man, and already like
now, me and him, we met when we were in 5th grade. So you're already more talented than we ever were. Up until, 3 years ago? The talent came through.
That's meant to be
Let's
seen.
go and have your part.
Come on, True, bring it. You're in there waving to all your people. I can see already.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Are you Facebook Living right now or something?
Yes, I was.
Absolutely.
No, that's fine. Facebook Live. Let your people know you're here. The Danny Joe Show said, "Good job, Aubrey." Boom, go.
Like I said before, my name is True Lee Royal.
Great name. Those 3 names.
She's throwing it down.
3-syllable names. It just boom, it flows.
I play the character of Lisa, the reporter / journalist, and I think that was the perfect character for me because I am that in real life. So, yeah.
Wait, you're what in real life?
It goes along with what I do in real life. I'm the CEO of True Hollywood TV, so it's
nice. Very good.
Right down my alley. I do interviews and all of that. So
and also acting, obviously.
Yes.
How long have you been acting?
I started in high school, which was a long time ago.
No, don't.
That was us. Don't start.
Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid.
Are you kidding me? I meant you have Drew over here. I mean, that's why, not us.
Yeah,
Should I say what? Huh?
I'm sure you guys are familiar with Grease.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is my favorite. So I had the lead role in high school in a play called Happy Valley High, based off of Grease.
Okay.
And it's pretty big. And so I started acting then. I think I was like 16.
Wow, nice. Very good. Gentleman in the back.
Come on, Adam, bring it.
Okay, yeah.
No coughing on the mic. He gets to get on now. He's going to cough.
Leave him alone.
Try not to. My character is the man behind the camera.
Well, we're going to have you do.
Uh-oh.
Pull the mic closer.
Just pull that microphone. Don't be afraid of it.
You don't have to move. You just pull the mic to you.
Whatever works for you. There you go.
whatever.
I want people to hear you. There you go.
So it's like the Manhunt camera, just like a filler role for this film, just interviewing one of the characters. Yeah, I forgot the character's name already. Which were true.
Go ahead.
We got to fire him. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm playing a character. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of here.
Okay, hold on. I'm not going to talk for Adam. I'm just going to give you a little synopsis here. So he is the guy that is basically interviewing True's character of Lisa. And he's not a nice guy, and he's really putting pressure on her to kind of get to the bottom of what's really going on.
So not being a nice guy, it wasn't a big stretch for you.
No, I can
Exactly, right.
I just checked it. I mean, True said this. It's not a stretch for me. This is what I do. Right there, you are. Right, it's what you do.
Well, it's gonna be an easy role. I mean, it's more of the I'm not gonna be seeing that much because I'm gonna be like in the dark. But still, I mean, it'd be an easy role to play. And then by the next film, I'll have more of the actual. My character will be more of in that one.
Is this your
we're gonna
first?
develop it more.
Is this your first acting experience or plays or anything like that? Or
yeah, I'm gonna say that. I say it's the first time. It was supposed to be another film, but it kind of fell apart.
Okay, yeah, I want to jump in on that one real quick.
No way.
You mind? Okay, hold on. So, all right, let me tell you what happened with Adam. A couple of years ago, we actually were. I was making another film, right? Another one. Of course, you figure it out. It was already based on my life, right? So that one, we had a similar situation, but it fell apart. So Adam was there really from the beginning to kind of see. I'm going to talk. What is it? Third person, first person, whatever. Drew's downfall and how he his life kind of went to hell and how he rebuilt it and where he is now. So eventually, his character in this new film will become that guy. That's just what I want to say on that one.
Yeah,
I see. Look at the weaving. It's the weaving. I'm really digging on that.
I want to know why
I didn't guessing. That's why
I want to know why I didn't see that Craigslist post. Is what I'm wondering. Because I'm a real jerk. I would have been like, boom.
But we did it like George Lucas. We didn't use the title of the real title of the film. You know how we called it Blue Harvest or whatever?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
We called it something else.
Excellent. And Tiffany, your turn. Let's describe your character there.
So again, I play Amber Swift, and she is Drew's girlfriend / fiance-ish character in the film, and ish, because
she's pissed.
My character in the film is, she's loving and supportive, yet very confused at the same time, and just, I guess, trying to figure out how to be there for Drew is the basis of my character, pretty much.
And you've started. You've done. I mean, you just finished another project, right?
Yes, I did.
I saw the fighting scenes and stuff. That was like cool. I mean, how hard was that?
It was. I did a couple of months of stunt training. So the project is called Aurora: Chronicles of a Hero, and I play a superhero in that. So.
I saw those. It was like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. We just finished filming last week. And like I said, it like just the stunts themselves took months to just kind of go over, because I had never done stunts before, and I needed to make sure that I didn't look like an idiot on camera.
So you had the training and the stunt coordinator and all that stuff you hear about there. How long have you been acting?
A lot like Trey. I've been doing it since high school, but I remember I was probably, I think maybe, I don't know, like 7-8 years old, and it's like one of those times, like, you're just watching, a movie with the family, and the credits are rolling, and I remember my dad saying, like, hey, you know what? You never see our, someone with our last name up on there. Uh-huh. And I just looked at my dad, and I was like, you know what? One day you will.
Got the evil hands there.
And I was just, I knew ever since that moment that I, was like, you're going to see Tiffany Villalobos running along with the credits one day.
She got her calling, yes, Father. Right. Yes, Father, I shall do this for you. That's great. That is awesome.
Well, it's funny. In high school, you also did Grease.
I did, yes.
High
five!
Right? High five, girl!
So does that mean you can sing as well?
That's take that any way you want it, but I don't think I'm that great of a singer. But, you know, when it's on stage and a bunch of high school kids singing, I mean, how great does it really have to be?
Exactly.
Oh, no. We had to know how to sing. You were not going to get casted unless you knew how to sing.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that was, you know, how they
serious.
wanted. It's like, you know, you're playing a lead, like, you need to be able to sing. But we also had someone that was there, you know, training us and everything like that every day for rehearsals.
What was your role in Grease?
Oh, gosh, it wasn't even, what was the secondary one? I can't remember. Roz, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember.
Roz had a little attitude.
Yeah.
You know, it goes along with the resting bitch face. What can I say?
Which we found out you invented, apparently. So
Yes, several years ago in a bar fight in '92.
So let's get
a bar fight in 92.
Let's get our name on a movie credit at the end for my dad, and let's come up with an internet sensational tagline. So you've nailed both of those right there. Yes.
Oh yeah.
But that is trademarked by the Wheelhouse, by the way. That resting bitch face one.
Okay. Let it.
So FYI.
Wait a minute. We were going to go the other way. Trademark Roy and Jimmy thing. TM.
Creative copyright. Exactly. Yes.
We just said it. Excuse me. So you've had the bug, you know, for a long time as well.
Oh yeah, very very long time. When I was so I'm originally from Northern California, and when I was 17, turned 18, I actually drove down to LA with a couple of friends, and my very first bigger acting gig was a Will Ferrell movie, Semi-Pro. I'm in the background holding a sign that says "Go Jackie," and it was like one day, it was like 12 hours, and I'm literally just standing in the background holding a sign that says "Go Jackie."
Oh, that's awesome!
Hey,
I'm so excited about it.
There's hope for us yet, Jimmy.
I know. I already went there. We were extras in a movie.
Yes,
a few years ago.
Hey.
With Terry Garr and John Lithgow. Don't want to name drop.
Yeah. No, don't forget about Randy Quaid.
And Randy Quaid.
Come on.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, movie wasn't a blockbuster, but we were there.
We were there.
He's actually in it. You can see Roy in it. My scene got cut. So, yeah.
I actually learned it.
So can you really say that you were in the movie?
Yeah, I was on the set. We'll say that.
Hey, you got paid.
Oh,
that counts, right?
Okay, you guys would know. So in the movie, I'm in this scene where I walk behind John Lithgow, another actor, and at a certain point, there was a certain word that is for the camera shots, for the breaks. Okay, so this angle, that angle, and in the dialogue is the word mushroom. So my nickname was Mushroom. So because they had the angle here when it explodes like a mushroom, that's where I went. So when they had the other camera angle explodes, I had to make sure when I said mushroom, I was in this spot. Throughout the whole week of shooting, Mushroom, we need you. I had a blast with everybody.
They yell, Mushroom, where's Mushroom?
And I brought a lot of my friends in to be extras, so every time they say, we need Mushroom, we need Mushroom on the set, and I'm looking at boys, I gotta go. I gotta go. I want the golf cart to pick me up now. I mean, I was pampered. It was great. Had a blast. Then the premiere came out, not a peep of Mushroom in it. Gone. They had one take with one guy, and then I was the guy for the rest of the movie, but they used the first take. Yeah,
but I
Roy's
made
in it. Roy's in it. My other friend you can see in it. My ex-wife, you can see her in it. You can see all the people I brought over in the movie in different parts, but I am nowhere to be seen. You can see the fender.
No good deed goes unpunished.
You can see the fender of my truck in the parking lot. Just a little bit of the fender, and I was like, there I am, right there. That's it.
Truck got a little more than he did.
That's what I could do there.
My job was real hard. My job was when Terry Garr walked in, is I had to check out her butt. That was my job.
That's what they told him.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got a sequel coming out for that one.
Oh God!
So that's all I had to like sit there and kind of get one of these ready. Mm-hmm.
I would be right there. Yes.
But I guess I nailed it.
Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone. But Terry Garr, yeah, you know.
But this was in the 80s.
Mr. Mom, is she Mr. Mom?
Yeah.
That was in the 80s though. That's how old we are.
Doesn't matter how old we are. She was fine back then.
Yeah. She was everybody's deal back then. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's. I mean, to see the acting part and actually to watch you guys shoot was fun to do, because just to watch it work out, and there were certain times where you could see I think would be hard for me is when you're in character and everyone just breaks down, and all of a sudden and I saw Tiffany do it 3-4 times looking at you, Drew, when it's like you're like, it's on one of the reels where you start laughing at Adam, right? And she's like, hi, and then all of a sudden she just goes boom, she's back in, and it's like just that fast. I'm like, I'd have to like chill a few minutes and get ready, but you just like looked at him and was like, yeah, that was what. And then you're like right back. I'm like, how do you just get back in like that fast?
Because that's the sign of a true professional. You know what I mean? Like, that's someone
absolutely.
who takes it seriously. You know what I mean?
I would still be blowing snot and laughing and I need a few minutes. It's going to be, and it's just like boom. But we're burning time, and he's shooting, going, come on, man, let's go. But no, that was fun to watch, and the one scene that was there, it the product of it, and I know it's not through and done yet, but there was like it kind of was a little roller coaster. It was like pretty intense, and then it was kind of like a little light, like you kind of made it light, and then it was like intense again. Right. I want to see the finished product because it was actually a pretty intense scene. I think that's the way it looked to me. It was like there's some serious business going on right here. I mean, you were confused, going pretty much what the going on, and you're like almost, and I don't know if that's the way it was written, but that's why I saw it. You were like in and then kind of diverting, and then you were like, no, I want to know, and it's like no, and you're like just kind of putting the screws to you a little bit. It's like I want to know.
I guess in like that scene in particular, probably one of the very few in the movie, is where Drew kind of like holds back, and he doesn't really kind of let it go out. He doesn't let the emotions kind of overtake him. Because he's trying to be serious. He's trying to tell her, yo, I'm having this vision. You know, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to explain it to you, but you keep getting in my face, and you what do you mean? What are you talking about? F-bombs this, F-bombs that. And I think he's trying to kind of talk to her in a way that is like more mature than saying, all right, forget you. You know what? I'm done and I'm out. Blah blah. You know what I mean? So he's maturing. He's growing, and it's all because of what he goes through. And in a sense, like, I mean, the tagline of the film is behind every great man is a greater woman. So that kind of puts in perspective who she really is in the end.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha. We're going to take our first break now.
Yes, we are.
We got tons to talk about. Cast and crew from Tales from the Wheelhouse right here on the Roy and Jimmy Thing. ChaoticRadio.com. Stay tuned. Join us in the chat room. YouTube.com. Chaotic Radio Live. Chaotic with a K. We're going to be right back after all this. You got all those buttons, Roy?
I got all the buttons. Welcome back to the Roy and Jimmy Thing here on ChaoticRadio.com. Hit us in the chat room, ChaoticRadio.com. Search that on YouTube Live. You can always give us a call if you want to, 909-360-8330. We are here with the cast and crew of Tales from the Wheelhouse.
That's right. The upcoming motion picture. Let me ask you guys a question. Did a lot of filming over at Kudos Pizzeria.
Correct.
Our sponsor, 2 convenient locations, 66 fresh ingredients.
13 quadrillion combinations.
You design a question. You're trying to sell me on something.
You know, if you design perfection, they'll build it. Anywho, how'd you get hooked up with those guys for the location?
That's kind of one of those like universal things I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Myself and Adam, I don't know. We were going over there to FedEx around there in the corner.
Yeah, we were.
And because we had the scripts printed or whatever and bound up and all that. And originally, the scene originally called for a sushi restaurant. So right next door was a sushi. You know? But I looked in there, I said, this is really tiny, small, and it's, you know, this is kind of like, what do you call it, Lazy Susan or whatever going around. It was like really, I was like, this ain't really photogenic for what we want to do. Let's get some pizza. And we had our pizza. It was awesome. I was like, wow, this pizza's really good, you know? And I overheard David talking with a customer and I said, Adam, he must be the owner. So hold on a second. He had no idea what was going on. And I walked over and I said,
no idea, did you?
No, I was like, he's talking like, just another customer. He's like, how's your pizza?
So long story short,
he's thinking pepperonis.
It was probably like the easiest. Hello, we work. Okay, working.
Oh, you're good.
It was probably like very easy to get him to agree to this film, and I was kind of surprised by it. So I kind of looked at it because I'm the kind of person that I connect the dots with everything. You know, I look at how things fall into place and how the pieces fit to the puzzle, and it kind of went from that to being like one of the main locations of the film. You know, we have like 2 more scenes that we actually wrote into the script just to film there.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, one with True, which takes place with Tiffany, just because it was such an amazing experience. You know, to be there in that atmosphere and that ambience and that environment. And David kicked us a lot of free pizza and soda and stuff like that. So why not?
No, not David. No,
yeah, David never gives away free pizza.
So Stephanie then.
Yeah,
No, it was David.
David.
Who was it?
How you doing? I'm David. How you doing? I'm David. How you doing? I'm David. How you doing? How you doing?
And it was just one of those things. Like, it was really one of those like really awesome experiences.
Yeah, it was right place, right time.
Yeah. And so we said, let's write in a couple more scenes and have it kind of be with other characters, not just with Amber and Drew.
Yeah.
And it's it's just working out really well. So
no, and the place looks good on the film. 2 locations. We know, David. God, I just said that.
He's in the chat room. Tells 2 locations. Well, are you gonna? David's like, hey, we can use the other location. No, stop. He's pushing both. Next thing you know, he's going to get you the grand opening of the new one, and they're going to have that on and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the way. Watch David.
Yeah,
gotta watch him.
No, like I said. Well, no, he can use Upland. That gives you a whole different scene, a whole different ambience right there.
Well, we're gonna get him pictures of the cast and stuff like that, put up on a wall because he asked for them. So we're gonna do that.
Oh, nice.
That's actually very cool.
So we're waiting on things to get printed. So I've been kind of meaning to do that. I'm really excited to get on the Wall of Fame over there. Kudos. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have to submit ours also. Yeah, we actually still have to make a pizza. They want to name a pizza after us. And I'll tell you what, as you eat pizza all these years, you think that'd be easy? It ain't. We put one together and we both almost threw up. Are you kidding me? Are we eating this thing? It's like, no. So that's hard. But yeah, we got to get on the Wall of Fame too.
Well, there's nothing wrong with getting some pizza while you're doing it. I mean, there's pizza everywhere.
Yeah, I love pizza.
Yeah.
Look
Exactly.
You eat pizza too, Tiffany? I knew it. I could tell because we're talking pizza talk, and she was on the mic the whole time, and all of a sudden she's like,
Well, she's got that.
I miss pizza.
She's got that resting pizza face right now.
Like the entire conversation, I'm just sitting here thinking of all the pizza that I miss and all the types of pizzas that I've created, but I just can't.
You can't go in there anymore.
Yeah.
Now that's a choice?
Oh no! Why would I just choose to stop eating pizza?
Oh no, I didn't. I just got a little too personal.
No, you're good.
Like I got a little, what are you asking me? It's my own business why I don't eat pizza.
dare you?
Right?
How
This is not resting bitch face. This is I'm really being bitch face. Shut up.
No, just for health reasons. So I just don't eat pizza any longer. Though I wish I could.
There you go. See
now, for health reasons, I am not supposed to eat pizza either. But look at the difference. She's like, she's fit and she's in good shape and everything. Look at me. I have health reasons and that's it, man. This is what you get.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I don't sit right now.
Considering
You
how
go both
easy,
ways, go to bed. I don't know if I say the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
considering how easy it was to have that deal with Kudos, the filming locations. How about other places? Have you ever?
Well, yeah, no, we have a lot of what do you want to call them? Like. These aren't simple sets. I'll put it to you like that.
Yeah.
We have like one of the big main scenes takes place in a hospital.
Okay.
One of the more like dramatic parts of the film, probably a good chunk of the film. We have outdoor shots that take place with a lot of cars come by and people kind of being out in the middle of the road. And I'm not going to ruin it. And then we have a lot of restaurants. We have apartments, homes, things like that, kitchens. Where we were shooting with Aubrey over the weekend, I believe. It's all sets. None of it's really like.
And that's the beauty of what you can do now to make videos and movies like that. You can choose my kitchen if you needed to, and create that look without it being your dad taping you at Christmas. Open the package.
I mean, the funny thing about it is like you probably won't pick it up on the camera or when you see the film, but everything is shot in the same building. And it looks like different locations.
Oh, see, that's great.
So one's a kitchen, one's a bedroom, one's a hallway, one's an office, one's a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Other than the hospital, you know what I mean? But it's you don't really let it go far.
Right. Well, like I said, the beauty of what you can do yourself to create those scenes and put people in the mood for that without it being a big ordeal before the shoot.
Right.
Are your days not like a typical Hollywood movie where you're on the set for 12 hours before you get called to do anything?
No, because we're good. We're better than those guys.
I'm saying you're ready.
Yes. We don't need to do 30 takes.
Like I said, we did that. Yes. We did that one. We did that extra work, and we lived that typical life. And I'm not going to say I'm an actor or anything, but it's exactly what they say. You're there 12 hours to do 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yes.
And and it's thrilling the first 3 days, and after a while, it's like, holy cow, really? No one can get this happening right now.
Right. And it's all for. And we watched the movie, and it was all for like 3 minutes.
Click. It's
4 minutes. It was like. That was like a week.
Well, I think the scene that Tiffany did. I think I want to say 2 hours. It took 2 hours to shoot. Probably about 6 minutes of video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's talent. That's why.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I totally got into the behind the scenes and how it works, how it's put together. I had a beef with the second AD because he was
Jimmy Mushroom had a beef with
Mushroom had a beef with the second AD because this was here's the dude. Okay, when you tell me how that works, then I get it. And if someone's not doing it the way it works, then it's like, okay, you're the second assistant director, you're the guy, so he's in charge of continuity.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was stuff that wasn't happening in continuity, and I'm just like, oh man, he's messing this up. Who do I tell? It's a big movie, you know. What I'm going to? This guy doesn't. No, you were over here, Mushroom. I'm like, no, Mushroom was over here, Jack. And then the director goes, Mushroom, you're in the wrong place. And I look at the second AD. I'm like, bro, come on. I've been doing this 5 minutes. I don't know how many years you're in it, but I get into the behind the scenes look, or in continuity. I'm that. Excuse me, the dick watching movies, going, oh, look at the glass is wrong. You know, the glass was over here. Now it's over here. You know, your jacket's brown, it's supposed to be white. You know, and I ruin the movie when people are watching with me.
I'm going to say that, I'm very thankful for that because the man behind you, Sean, I don't know why I never did it, but I basically, he came into Kudos that morning, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and I still needed my 5th cup of coffee or whatever, and I said, hey, you know what, I just want you to go get some B-roll. Just go film the kitchen or whatever, and I, after the fact, while he was doing it, I'm thinking, I forgot to tell him, we got to match the angles for the editing.
Right.
And so I'm like worried, I didn't want to say nothing initially, and I was like, I'm going to watch this footage, and it's not going to match, and it's going to be all crazy, blah, blah. So, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like that night or whatever, when he sent me the footage, I was like, wow, this is brilliant. Like, he did it. You know what I mean? He followed it as if it was written in front of him as a script. So when you have people like that, and you even though, director usually has to do that, but you have someone that can take lead like that, you want to call him assistant director, whatever, like, it makes it less complicated to get it right in 2 or 3 takes.
Now, on the rest of the movie, too, on the rest of the, and that's a good question that I was going to bring up when Jimmy brought that up, was having your vision, having all the people in this room see the vision you have, because you were able to kind of pick what you wanted off of personality, off of whatever, do you think that's easier for you guys to see the product that you're trying to put out without all that direction? I mean, are you still having to put it out saying, this is where I want it to go, or does everyone pretty much understand what you're after?
Here's the thing, like, I could be very anal about it, and I could say, okay, is it written this way, you're going to do it this way. But I learned, from the failed projects that we had, myself and Adam, that was with me in New York, that when you put too much restriction on an actor, it hurts their performance. So if you're trying to like give them too much direction, and it makes them feel like they don't know what they're doing, and they begin to get self-conscious with it. So if you say, hey, you know what, just do it.
So it's kind of more, so if you, like the scene you were doing together, Tiffany, it was more organic because you thought, this is kind of like the way I see it. Is that true, or is that?
I think, yeah, like in a sense, and also too is, like obviously, you have rehearsals and things like that beforehand, and me and Drew sat down doing that scene, and afterwards, kind of just asked each other questions like, how did you feel about this, and what if my character did this? And it was kind of like, okay, well, let's give it a try, and we'll see. And it was just doing different things during rehearsals, kind of. Like we saw, like, oh, you know what? This actually works really well if we put this in instead. So we did actually make, like minor adjustments and things like that to the scene before we actually shot it. So he was being very open to, making changes and things like that.
Yeah.
Well,
so for it to flow a little bit better.
It's got to feel good for you and also the actors that when they interpret what you've written down, they can bring a little piece of them to it,
Yes.
and then it actually lightens up the character you created. You know what I mean?
Correct.
It's like the way Tiffany would bring it different than True would bring it, but they would both see it in an interpretation that was like, oh, you know what?
Yeah, like I'll tell you something.
Work.
Like I remember when me and True first sat down, and I think the only feedback I gave her was like, okay, don't be so soft spoken. Be louder. You're really kind of getting in his face at one point. You're demanding to know what's really going on with this guy. Why did he suddenly change from being a nice guy to being an a-hole, and why does he suddenly seem like he's just like hating on the world? So she's trying to figure, because she's a journalist, you know what I mean? She's trying to put it out there. She wants to tell the world, like, about his new book, and she doesn't know how to really, like, what's going on with this guy. Like, suddenly he went from, like, being a loving guy to, like, talking about animals and the bonds, and suddenly, like, okay, now the world sucks. So
right.
What happened? And he doesn't want to tell her. So, and the secret lies with Amber. Mm-hmm. She's really the only one that kind of knows. But I always found that, like, in my personal experience, and I don't mean to offend anybody out there listening who may be a director or writer or whatever, but when your ego gets in the way, you actually do more damage to a project or to your actor's ability to act in your project.
You hear that all the time.
You just say, hey, just do whatever you got to do.
And, you know, that applies everywhere. It applies with acting especially, directing, whatever it be in that industry. It applies here in the radio. If my ego got in the way of him and his got in the way of mine, it's not going to happen. And it applies in everyday work life, too. You just can't have that ego be the obstacle.
And I think a lot of it comes down to respect, too. Like right now, I could sit here and I could direct Sean and tell him, no, I don't want you to film over there, film here.
Right.
You know, but I know by when he sends me this footage, it's going to be A1.
And there'll be something in there, like anybody's performance, where you're going to go, I didn't see that. That's great.
Right.
That
because I trust him. I've seen what he's done in the past. I know what he's capable of.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to let my ego get in the way and say, I know better. You know what I mean? Like, about whatever.
You're not going to trash it because your ego's in the way.
Right.
Exactly. No, that I totally understand that.
And this is not anyone else. And I'm just going to go with True and Tiffany because you guys have been involved in a lot more projects. You've probably been acting longer. I'm just because right now Drew's in the director side. Is it easier for you because you kind of went off of personality?
Correct.
Now, is it easier for you to bring your own personality in when he allows you to do that?
Yes. Let me say this.
Do you feel like you have that freedom? And,
yes.
And is it easy to run? Like he said to you, I need you to be a little more aggressive. And it's like, all right, I have that part in me. I can go.
I love how free-spirited it is because at first, when he first gave it to me, I was kind of nervous. I'm military, so I'm military-minded still. And when I'm the type of person of when you tell me to do something, I'm going to do it exactly how you tell me. And so one day we talked and he said, oh, no, just, be you and relax. And I'm like, oh, she has an attitude, I can have an attitude, of course. So that's me. I can do this.
But you found out you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, good.
Yeah, I was at home like, oh, God, finally. And he doesn't know this, but I was like just, pacing back in my living room like, how am I going to do this? I don't want to mess this up. This is his project. I want to do this the right way. And then once he called me and told me to relax and, do my thing, I was like, okay, I got this. So,
gotcha.
yeah.
With you and Tiffany, how long, when you guys get a script, after you do the audition, all that, how long does it take you to get into it? The find the character. Is it from reading or is it from rehearsals or the table reads or
rehearsal?
When do you guys really find out you start owning it?
I think it kind of depends on the role. Because I feel like there's just some that you can relate to more than others, and if it's a role that you have that's super relatable, you're kind of just like in it like right away.
Sure.
And there's some where you're like, I've never actually played this kind of character before, so you have those rehearsals and you go over it,
and that's where you start getting that. You start getting your footing
for me,
on that.
I feel like it just depends on the role itself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How comfortable you are with it and the cast. Like I love Tiffany. We've done a project together before.
Oh, good.
So it's like, familiar face. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Got
a little friend here. Yeah.
So now I know we talked about you just finishing up another project.
Mm-hmm.
Does that if you're doing them both at the same time, is that hard for you to do one and then the other and kind of not carry one into the other side?
It was so these two characters are just so completely different that it for me it wasn't very difficult. I think what was difficult is just making sure I memorized the correct lines for each one and not mixing those up, because in one I'm playing a superhero, like I'm very just like authoritative and like powerful and all this, and the other one I'm kind of just like almost fed up but trying to be there and confused, and so it was just they're just so different that it wasn't hard to...
But once you get to the other actor, and then you're back to where you need to be. You're just like, I know where I'm at.
The other one too was just a lot of stunts as well.
Gotcha.
So I'm not, sitting at a table with Drew about to punch him in the face.
Well, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, not yet. I'm sure there's a reshoot coming for that.
You gave her a little bit of freedom.
Who knows what I might do now?
But that's kind of cool.
I do want to say, like, one of the things I did tell Tiffany not too long ago, actually, I think it was like last week or whatever, was that a lot of actors, at least from what I've experienced, they don't want to get involved with a drama film. This is basically the epitome of a drama film, for the simple fact that they're very hard to sell. Action films, like, you could probably sell Roar tomorrow, no problem. But could it end up like a Scream Queen kind of thing for her? Possibly. And I always say that if you can sell a drama, it's like you can do anything. You can do anything once you sell a drama, because that establishes you as a real actor. That gives you all of the ranges that you need to be able to go from high to low, middle, to be, emotional, to be angry, to be upset, to be loving, to not, so most of the characters that I've seen actors play, they choose it because they don't want to take that risk.
So that's the role an actor wants, but that's the movie that's harder to sell. Is that what you're saying right there?
Right, because dramas, they got, like, again, it goes back to the believability thing. It has to be believable to an audience for that emotion to really set in with them and make them feel that. It's not so much about connecting with a character, but can you feel what I'm trying to tell you?
Sure.
Do you feel my pain? Do you feel my love? Do you feel my anger? That's where, the actor has to connect with it.
See, now, and this is to the two of you, because you've done stage,
Yes.
Obviously. I've always, wanted to try the acting thing, right? So some friends of mine do a local theater group up in Victorville, and they gave me a spot. And it was 50-some, I don't know how many lines it was, but it wasn't a big part. I was in a couple scenes, and it was a very emotional type thing. And Jimmy and I are comics, and we just feed off of people when we're on stage, and that's that live performance thing that we just love. It's like a drug for us. So I didn't know how it was going to relate. And when I went on, mine was very emotional. I was talking about my dad, or my grandfather that was passed, and my dad was dying, and I got into it, and my wife showed up and said, I almost lost it, because when she is watching it, and a couple people told me that, it was so deep at that moment that I was tearing up. And that was something I had never felt before in my life. And it was I'm kind of goosebumping up now. It was just it was crazy. But how does that... and then everyone told me, says, well, you could do that, and then, maybe if you tried something else with someone else. And this is where they said it was way different. How it's live different than behind the camera. Because they said, you might be able to do one, and some people can do one and not the other, and one because they tell me it's a completely different animal in front of a camera than it is a live performance. You almost have to overact in a live performance. Is what I don't know. Yeah. This is just what they've told me. You almost have to go over the top. And if you do that in a scene on camera, they look at you and go, dude, who's this jack? Yeah. But how do you differentiate between the two? Is it just because you're skilled and you understand, or it's a different mindset you get into?
Okay, can I jump in real?
Yeah, please.
Before okay, so I was listening to an interview one time with Tim Burton, right, when he did Edward Scissorhands with Johnny Depp, and that exact thing came up in behind the scenes, where how could Johnny Depp become that character? I think what it comes down to is you live it. You got to live as Amber. You got to live as True, because you can't just do it for 2 hours and then walk off set and think that you're going to know it.
Well, now we saw the Andy Kaufman behind the scenes. What was that
with Jim Carrey, right?
The behind the scenes one on
Man
that
on the Moon or whatever.
Man on the Moon. Yeah. Did you see that?
I love that movie.
Well, did you see the behind the scenes thing?
Yes, I did.
I was blown away, because he completely became Andy Kaufman and said he didn't know where he ended and Andy started anymore. Right. And people that lived around him said he was just out there.
But okay, I'm gonna also say this real quick, going back to what you said. One of the reasons why I said, okay, let's do this based on personality, right? With everybody that we bring in this, because then they don't have to live it, because they already are in some way living in that way.
Yeah.
So not too much of a stretch. It's more of a natural performance, organic, again, like you're saying.
Right.
Tiffany doesn't have to walk around depressed for 6 months because she's trying to be Amber. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I'm already depressed.
I'm already there.
That's what he's trying to say.
But you get.
She says, "I got this. It's no problem."
Yeah, so you're depressed and confused, and it was perfect.
I wasn't acting. It was just. Was there we were filming that?
I didn't even know we had a script.
That's what that was going on?
So out of the two, which do you like best? Do you like live or do you like camera?
I like both. I'm a little bit of a comedian, so when it's kind of easier for me to do live and be a comic, because that's like my everyday life, trying to make people laugh. So that's very easy. The other one is a little bit more challenging,
Yeah, I could see
you
that.
have to. For me, I have to meditate a lot. Like doing this project, I've turned down all other projects because I want to do this one and get into the character. I'm not talented like Tiffany. I can't take on multiple projects.
She's like, go on.
I want to do one thing and one thing at a time when it comes to a script. I don't want 3 different projects going on. So it's like, for me, I have to get into it that way. But live is more easier for me.
So you feel live because you're more comedic.
Yeah, because I'm more
Well, you know,
wild and out there.
To kind of go on what Roy was saying, I would think my assumption is it would probably be easier to do drama role on film because you don't need a reaction. As far as comedy,
say something to you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just sit down. Here's the problem with a drama, okay? And I'm not trying to come off like a know-it-all. Actors,
you're supposed to be the one in the room.
But here's the thing.
I just want to let you know.
When you put an actor in a situation where it's risky for them, or it has to allow them to emotionally attach themselves to somebody else, even temporarily,
right?
It becomes too real for them.
Yeah.
Sure, I can see that.
It begins to affect them personally, and they don't know how to separate the two.
See, when we're on stage and we do a bit and it doesn't hit,
I think I would.
Then we've already failed in our eyes. We don't get the reaction, so we're already like, oh boy.
And that's what I was going to bring up.
Down. And so on film, like my assumption being doing drama, it's like
I honestly love doing drama.
Right, but if you're doing comedy on film, you don't have an audience, and no one's supposed to laugh because you have the camera on. To me, that would seem like it would be harder to stay in that kind of mood.
Well, okay. The other thing too is that one of the and I was very adamant about this in the early stages of everything, even well before we had Aubrey on or whatever. I said anybody that comes to this project, it's going to become family, and I think that's kind of helped. Like, I don't know what the word, but I think becoming close like that with people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been close with Adam for like 3-4 years. Yep. You know, even though I probably have seen True half a dozen times in the last 3 months, like I talk to her, I joke with her, you know, like I create a personal like, you know, relationship with her. So when she's around me, it's not weird. Mm-hmm. Even with Aubrey, you know, it's when you have that connection, it's much easier to do a drama. And I think that's what you mean is that you think it will be easier, but when people are like purposely putting a wall there, it doesn't.
I could see that.
Yeah, it doesn't flow well.
And that was when you said about the live thing. I mean, there was, you know, one time there was 50 people in the crowd, and one time there was 30, and one time there were 60. But when you do, like I would do it one night, and you could hear people like, oh, and it's like, yeah, because I fed on that. Yeah. But then I could do it again, and it's like I didn't hear anything because the house was quiet and no one was there, and I'd get off stage, and go, man, I blew it, and they're like, no, it was fine. It's just different. So when I don't get the feedback, I freak out, and I'm used to that.
I think everybody kind of feels.
Do you
that
think
way.
so?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, after. Like literally, I got home after we filmed our scene, and me and Drew were just kind of like talking about it, and I was like, man, I don't think I did good.
Oh,
I'm like, are you sure that you got what you needed? Because I don't think I did that great. And he's like, no, like, he's like, I'm telling you, like, he's like, you did awesome, like you did such a good job. And I'm like, yeah, I know you, I hear what you're saying. But I feel like I
this
didn't.
went on for like 2 hours.
Yeah, well, you know, people think that us as entertainers are egotistical because we want the feedback, and we're not looking for the praise. We're just looking to see if we delivered what was expected.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I don't want someone telling me you're great when you suck.
Okay, well, let me say it like this: like when I first met Aubrey, right? When we shot the photo shoot for the book cover, like I don't know what it is, but there was some kind of weird like. There you go. What happened?
Nothing?
No, you're good.
It was kind of weird, like as if it was like I didn't really have to even tell her what to do. She kind of just walked onto the green screen set and just did it. So, like, same thing in perspective with Tiffany. Like, when she was asking me all this, I'm sitting there in my bed and I'm trying to fall asleep. I'm like, yeah, you did a good job. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because I knew she. I knew she.
Did you see that?
But I knew she already did it because I was watching it as we were filming it. You see what I'm saying? Like because they always say like the best directors are editors. You know, if you can edit, you can direct. If you can't edit, you can't direct. Because I'm seeing it in my head going together, and I'm seeing her reactions and her facial expressions and the cuts and all this and that whatever. So like I knew already, like we had it in those 3 takes that we did or whatever it was, Roy. Yeah. We had it in those couple of times.
But it's part of that you not liking that, Tiffany. Was it not think you did well? Is that just you? Like Jimmy and I are that way, and you probably are all that way. Sometimes you're your own worst critic.
Oh, I think
because you want perfection.
Yes,
and that's awesome that you want that.
But okay, look at it this way. Then you see the edited scene, right?
Right. But you have
totally different reaction now.
Well, yeah, but you had the opportunity to see that, and she didn't.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like you like maybe there was something, and then when he showed it to you, you're like, oh yeah, were you okay with it?
Yeah,
then?
yeah. Like I don't I haven't seen like the final thing or anything like that, but he kind of showed me a little bit of it, and I'm like, okay.
Like the one thing about me,
see what you're saying.
The one thing about me is not a lot of people when it comes to that kind of thing. Like if you didn't do a good job, I'm gonna tell you, all right. we're gonna have to go back and reshoot that. You know what I mean?
Which is great.
Right.
I mean, I'd rather have that than, like Jimmy just said, I don't want someone telling me you're good when you're not.
I was the one that told, okay, I had this thing going on, right? A turtleneck, right? Whatever it was.
Yeah.
So the last part of that scene, I said, okay, Tiffany, we have to go back and reshoot that because I'm like this the whole freaking time. I can't do that. It looks horrible. So it's a self-conscious thing, so I can get where she's coming from, but at the same time, it's like, if she said to me, Drew, I want to reshoot that, I wouldn't question it, but she asked me, did I do a good job?
Right. Well, at that point, my assumption
Next
is...
time, just say, I want to reshoot that.
Yeah, well, my assumption also, as the actor, though, you also have the monotonous of the scene, the lines, doing it again and again. So it's hard to take yourself in the third person to see that performance of yourself. And so you see like a daily or something like that to say, oh, I did get it. I don't know how I am on stage until I watch myself on a video. And then it always, I remember that I had a great time, and then I'll look at it going, ooh, or yes. You know what I mean? Until you see, you got to take yourself in third person and accept what you can hear, because we don't like each other on film and our own voices and all that. But you have to, as entertainers, again, you got to go this far back and look at it as someone else going, okay, stage presence, no, wasn't there, and then you critique yourself, and then be confident for the next one. To bring it that far.
You know what I thought was interesting is the one of the scenes that you put out that you put up for people to look at had no sound.
Correct.
So there wasn't dialogue in it, but it was the scene. And sometimes when I'm on stage, I used to watch my set with I would turn the sound off, and I would watch my set. And by watching it without any words, I could go, "Yep, had a good night." And then it's like, okay, throw the words in, it's going to work. And it's like all in the body thing. And I think maybe that's what you don't think. Maybe you hit the lines, but maybe, I don't know, but maybe you thought, well, maybe I wasn't turned right. Like you said, your shoulders were up. Or you're like, how did you think you could have got better? What part did you think you missed?
I don't know. Just like afterwards, I'm like, man, was that, I guess more so like, was that emotional? Like, was that believable?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I totally know what you mean. Like I said, we'll finish the set. I did a show. We did a show Friday night, and I had a blast on stage. But I heard I crushed. I heard I killed. I heard I had them. I wasn't thinking that while I was doing it. I was just having a great time knowing they were having a great time. Yeah. So if I went up there going, I'm going to crush this crowd, I am going to, oh my God, these guys are going to love me. If I have that mindset going in, that may backfire. So I just went up there and was just go do it. Just go do what you do. And it was great. And it turned out to be one of my better nights. But you're always going to have that in your head. Even if he tells you nailed the performance, you still have that thought. You're like, the next time I do this, I'm gonna get this. Real quick on our chat room, Zig Ray, he does the Zig Zone here on Monday nights. He says, great show. Y'all trying to stuff people in the studio like he does. He has bands in here set up with drums and live. And then Melissa Padilla says, hey, Aubrey.
Aubrey! She's like tearing everything up. You want to get one?
Aubrey's the best.
None of us matter. Just Aubrey.
We know.
We're just here for her.
Aubrey's the best.
Yeah, you don't want to follow dog acts or talented children.
Exactly.
So, this is your first time doing it, Aubrey?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about it when you're doing a scene and you're doing all these things and you're trying to get the lines down and interact with it? Does it seem natural to you? Is it? I don't want to say is it easy, because I know it's work. It takes talent. I don't mean it that way, but does it seem to flow pretty good for you? Is it something that you feel comfortable with?
Well, I had to keep reading the lines to get to know the character more, so I could feel more comfortable with the character.
Right. And then when it did that, you felt comfortable with it. You feel like you're that character in that moment. I mean, is that coming to you like that?
Yes.
Okay, Drew, come on.
What
is that what she's like? She's like in there. She's that character.
Well, it goes back to like what I was saying to you before, like the believability factor. You know what I mean?
Atta girl.
We have me and Aubrey. We haven't filmed. We're gonna film this weekend. But okay, the few hours we spent on the green screen set, doing the book cover shoot, it was a natural feeling. And these scenes between Drew and his adopted daughter, they're very. They're intimate scenes between me and the daughter. That like it's a daddy-daughter thing. Like jumping on the bed, waking him up, telling him I want to go to the circus, that kind of thing. Like she's got a little stuffed teddy bear. An elephant. But there's a lot of questions like where did that elephant come from? Why does she suddenly love elephants? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that mystique around it. But there is a lot of very personal moments between me and the daughter.
And so you're going to have to get pretty emotional in this then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell. Okay, I don't mean to cut Aubrey off, but she is smarter than her father. In the film.
Oh, in the film. I'm going to say,
hold on, ready?
That was rude.
I was like, that wasn't very
so
nice to
rude.
say.
Her mom's sitting right there.
Like,
oh,
right
my
there.
God.
I mean, it's like smarter than her father.
So, yeah.
Really? He's
So,
Indy. I'll give him
like
the
that.
address.
But yeah, right.
Yeah, and I'm sitting next to her, so I'm like,
I was like, Maurice.
All right, but what I'm saying to you is that she has an intelligence that goes beyond an 11-year-old.
Ooh. I can't wait for this. So it's June 22nd. It's going to be available. We're thinking.
Yeah.
June. We'll bring more of that up
he's
later.
throwing out dates.
Yeah.
No, I will have it done.
Oh, he tells you that, right?
I'll have it done on the 4th.
90% of the time, I'm on my mark, though. I don't really know.
There you go.
But it will definitely be this summer, and it's going to be available on streaming services. We don't know which ones yet, but it's going to be one. iTunes, most definitely, things like that.
Excellent. Well, we're going to take our last break of the night here. We have the cast and crew from Tales from the Wheelhouse right here on the Roy and Jimmy Thing, chaoticradio.com. Give us a call, 909-360-8330. Join us on YouTube, and we're going to be right back.
Welcome back to the chaoticradio.com, brought to you by Kudos Pizzeria. We have the cast from Tales from the Wheelhouse in here with us. If you're just tuning in, give us a call, 909-360-8330. Man, good information. You guys have a lot of fun.
I want to ask Aubrey, or maybe even Aubrey's mom, because she's not going to talk. When you saw the ad, this is your first acting gig, right? When you saw the ad for this, what made you do it? How did you even find the ad? You wanted to be looked under actor stuff? Someone told you about it?
Gotta ask her Nina.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was actually her Nina that found her that job.
And that's great. Just said, you know what, you should do this.
Yeah.
And then you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, she was like, I told you.
I told you.
I told you.
You're talented. You're talented with. Oh man, no one told me to do anything. Oh yeah, I don't have talent. That's why. I forgot. There's that important part.
Now we all, obviously, we all. I'm going to have to say we all have day jobs. Do we all have other jobs? No. This is all we do. No. Okay, we have day jobs.
Yeah, we have day jobs.
I'm just wondering if this.
That tells you the talent part.
If this was the only thing you guys did do, is just act.
Oh, no. I run 2 different businesses. I'm a singer and all that stuff. So
Gotcha. We know you do other things also, Mr. Guy. Me and him do. So,
Aubrey, what do you do for a living?
I go to school.
Okay, that's good enough.
Professional schooler. Gotcha.
Look at Timmy back there like, I ain't saying nothing.
Now, you said you had dates coming up just before we went to the break there.
We got some tentative dates.
Tentative.
Now, this is for the release of the movie where it's going to be released on through.
Well, there's two different events going on. One is what we're going to do is release a screener, which is like a 35-minute version of the full-length feature. Now, not all of it's going to be. Some of it could still be a work in progress. Hopefully not.
Right.
Some of it may require things like further color correction, grading, effects, whatever. But it will be presentable to the point that it's going to still impress people. We were hoping anyways, May 5th to do that. But like I was telling Roy earlier, me and Tiffany have something else going on that we want to present that night as well. Really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm. How do you do?
That's all we know how to do.
I'm excited.
That's it. Know how to do awesome.
How do you set up a screener? What's involved? Do you invite people to come see it?
Basically, like what happens is like we're inviting like distributors down, different media people.
Okay.
That will do like some interviews, things like that. Whether it be like an article in a magazine or a live video interview, and then basically we use it for further either trying to get further finishing funds, which you don't really need to do, or to help market it further or present it to like other producers, directors, and all that. This primarily what we're doing is to give these guys an opportunity to really just see their work.
Sure.
Before we put it out there and take over Hollywood with the Wheelhouse.
Gotcha. But so you invite industry and all that there,
Correct.
sneak peek.
Right, exactly.
Set up the hoopla and all that.
Right.
Where would something like that take place?
We're doing ours at, I forget the name of the theater, but it's in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
I think it's actually called the Beverly Hills Screening Room.
Oh, wow.
Don't quote me on that though, but everybody can kind of Google that. I'm sure it'll pop up.
Good. Not some rec room in Riverside or something like that.
No, not the YMCA on this one.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, we have a pretty good sized budget on this one, and we have a lot of people.
It's the Rodeo screening room.
Oh,
that's even better name. That's some pimp stuff.
Rodeo screen.
That's awesome.
Because again, we only know how to do awesome. It's a Rodeo screening room.
So we actually have tickets right now going on through Eventbrite. But again, it's very limited at this point for the screening, anyways.
Sure.
Because we're kind of really opening it up to like the cast and crew, their family, friends, things like that.
Absolutely.
Darlene and Aubrey, they have a pretty big family.
And all this information will be on your Facebook page for.
I don't have Facebook. Don't believe in that.
How about
Instagram?
I
got my
the Instagram. What is the?
Well, you can go to on my Instagram, which is Tiffany Lobos. I actually have the link on my
perfect. There you
bio.
go.
I wasn't clearing my throat. I was like, I kind of like to go.
Yeah, no, it's hot.
Well, you already have. You have comp tickets already. So what are you talking about?
The Instagram address.
My Instagram. Oh, okay.
For the movie.
For the movie, it's official TFTW, which is Tales from the Wheelhouse. Just the abbreviation acronym for it. Official TFTW.
Well, definitely everyone start following that and get all that information going on.
I got a little thing here and I don't want to let it get away real quick. It says something about Aubrey being musically. Don't let her shy demeanor fool you.
Come on.
What? What is this all about? Are you like a singer too?
No.
What's this? Yes, musically. Don't let her shy demeanor. What is that?
It's an app.
Ask her about her musically videos.
I know what they're talking about. I've seen that on Instagram. I know what they're talking about.
Musically.
Musically? Am I saying it wrong? I'm not cool. Sorry. Musically. Okay.
I don't know why
I post videos and sometimes I'll dance on them.
Oh, okay. Just
so you can act, sing, and dance.
Jeez.
Whatever. Again, everyone else's mic is now shut off.
She just put us all out of business. That was multi-talented. Gosh.
So we were talking about day jobs.
But hold on, before we go to that, we were talking about this earlier. I actually want to also tell you guys about something else that is actually screening with the Wheelhouse. It's the documentary.
Oh, yeah.
For everything that went on with this film. It's a full-length documentary. We actually have a little miniseries for it right now up on IMDb. It's called Twice as Strong, Strength in Numbers. So it will screen the complete finished one with the Wheelhouse called Twice as Strong.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what a cool thing to put with it. So you can kind of see the making of and how it grows and
right, exactly.
The excitement.
It follows everything from iPhone little videos we started with to actual showing how it kind of got better and better as we went on.
Yeah, we need to be. Yeah. I mean, when you know the exact date, and I know it's on your Instagram, we need to start sending people there because that's. I mean, I know it's limited, but we got to get people there.
The goal is no later than June 5th, June 10th, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
earlier you were talking about how you appreciated how you trusted this guy and he knew how you worked and stuff. So how'd you hook up with this cat back here? We haven't talked to him.
Sean?
Yeah,
I was about to be which guy we're talking about?
Yeah, the shy, quiet guy behind us here with the camera.
It's like how you usually hook up with someone. I mean, it was a basic Craigslist ad.
Yeah,
and it was
not that kind of.
Yeah, I was like, not Tinder, right?
Craigslist personals they cut out. You know that, right?
You guys matched.
But yeah, just an ad in Craigslist, and you found this guy here.
I love you. I'd fire you right now. But so it was in the way that he kind of anything I say right now is going to backfire. Jesus Christ. His professional attitude. No, see, that's still bad.
No,
that was good.
His professional attitude about his background as a camera operator.
Yeah,
was kind of what got me. Everybody else is. I'm the guy you want, or see, that's bad again. What's going on? What am I doing to myself?
No, that's the only reason it did is because you stopped. If you just would have flown,
I was like totally
right. You got him nervous now.
All right,
you got him nervous.
All right. So, but again, and what I told him was that I'm going to hire you. I'm going to give you a one-shot deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes, and if it works out, good.
And that's fair enough. Yeah. Totally
so you mean if I answered the ad and I had this in my hand, I'm like, dude, I got this. You'd say no.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most likely,
if you're
yeah.
saying it like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I got this.
But you know, like again, you know, like I mean, and it was really all about the way his professional
The
attitude.
response, yeah.
I mean,
well, and you've been around enough to know that the BS kind of answers.
Look, I'm from New York.
Yeah.
You know, I see the layers of it. I know how to pull
Exactly.
it out where. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
this guy.
Yeah.
Without any more after that, yeah.
So we were talking about day jobs, and
Yes, correct.
there's no. Oh man, the word left me. There's no surprise, or there's no that the last name of Tiffany's character is Swift.
Correct.
That's
an inside. There's a lot of Easter eggs, as Adam would say, in this film.
right.
One of being is Amber. Okay, well, Amber was originally going to be my daughter's real name in real life because I love that name. But Swift is because of the fact that Drew, myself, and his former fiance met at Swift Transportation because that is where I currently am employed.
Gotcha.
So as a way to pay kind of homage to how they met and what on, said, hey, let's name her Swift. You know?
So there's a lot of real life. I mean, we know that it
all
kind of
real
came
life.
from that, but you're pulling all that real life into what you're writing, and this is what's coming out.
Correct.
That's the. I mean,
Correct.
even little parts about where you work and the thoughts and it now.
But I do want to say though, Roy, the whole there's a big, and I'm not going to get into it in too much detail because it's going to ruin it for everybody. But Drew goes into Swift Transportation because something happens to him, and he kind of loses hope and everything, and he kind of walks away from the life that he had, and he says, "I'm just going to be an average guy and with an average job, and I want to isolate myself from the world. I don't care no more."
Now, where did the 1.47 seconds come from?
You're talking about when Drew dies.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I'm not giving anything away. It's in the synopsis.
Where
and
did
I
it come
read it
from?
on AMDb. 1.47 is pretty.
1 minute 47 seconds.
Oh, 1 minute 47. I was like
Pretty exact,
1.4.
right?
1 minute 47 seconds.
Yeah, correct, right.
So that's like not something that's just like, oh, let's see, a minute 22.
Yeah.
Well, a minute 47 came from something.
I'm not sure I'm understanding the question. What do you mean came from
But
something?
it came. There was a real life something that gave you that exact number.
Yes. Yeah. The real life situation that happened, which is one of the main plot points of the film. I can't give it away.
Right.
Is Drew? How do you say it without really giving it away? He ends up in the hospital. I can't tell you why. You got something? You going to say something?
What you're saying with the 1.47
He
and all
was
this?
declared clinically dead.
Right.
There-
for that long.
There is
For
nothing.
1 minute 47 seconds.
If I got you right from the beginning of this interview and getting to know the film, there's nothing random.
Correct.
There's nothing.
Exactly. There you go.
Nothing.
Connect the dots.
Yeah, exactly. So 147 is going to make sense throughout that movie.
Correct.
It will come around to it. You are specific throughout the movie, but it's still organic.
This is killing me because I want to.
Right.
Do you have this with
Okay,
you right now? Come on. I just don't want to see it now. I don't care if it's done or
Let's
not.
say that
See, the
it's the
synopsis-
epitome of everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, and so when you see the
trying to do it
147,
for you. Yeah, right.
you see the 147 in the synopsis, you're going, all right, I got to watch for this.
Right.
Why
Now, here's
147? Like Roy said, why 147? Well, not everyone's going to sit here and talk to you going, hey, what's this 147? You got to go see the movie.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It just builds to the
Right.
anticipation of it.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm digging it.
Now,
I'm totally digging it.
someone's got to have a script in their car.
I probably do.
Probably
I wouldn't tell anyone. I'm about ready to read it.
I got it on my phone. I'll send it to you. You got to sign a confidential.
No, I definitely would.
You can go to Kudos Pizza. They got a copy.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they? No, I definitely wouldn't say anything to anyone. It just or maybe I don't want to because it's so intriguing right now how all this is going to wrap. It really how it's all going to kind of. It's
Yeah.
really kind
Well,
of.
I'll put it to you like- I'll put it to
You know
you
what
like
I feel like right now?
What?
I feel like and I'm not going to put you like it's just the thought I have. It's like I just watched a season of something on a binge and it's over, and now I'm waiting for 8 months down the road, and it's freaking killing me right now because I want to know. You guys have talked about this. It looks like
Santa Clarita Diet, right? We just saw season 2.
we like.
I'm like, yo.
We both just
What's
binge
going
watched
on?
that.
Yeah.
Like that's the feeling that you're having
I
right
love,
this second.
it's
I'm
a-
tripping.
I love hate.
Oh my god, that's a good show.
But I want to put it to you like this: anybody who could be listening or eventually watch the films who's never believed in angels, they will after they watch this film.
you just pissed me off a little more.
And I'm going to say this right now because of the fact that everything that's talked about in this film is verifiable. You can. It's all really happened. There's documentation for it. There's people will swear in a court of law. And it's heaven in cinema. You know what I mean? That's how I can.
Yeah, this is just like if I could just throw something in there as far as like reading scripts that I've had throughout all the time that I've been doing this. This is like one of the scripts where it's just like you read it and you're like, what the hell is going on? But it's just like so intriguing that you just like want to keep reading. So like just reading that, imagine watching something like it and you're just like, what is going on? Like I need to figure this out. It just keeps you guessing.
Before we get to, we have something for you guys. You're going to participate in a couple minutes. But let me ask you something real quick. Do you film in order, in sequence?
Never.
Okay.
I never do it.
Okay. Is it harder that way, or obviously it's not for you? But how about as actors? Do you guys like going in sequence? As the script happens, as the movie happens. I know some people prefer to film in order, and then others are just do 5 scenes today, and they do. This goes over here, that goes over here, this goes over there. Does that throw you guys off your character or anything like that?
I've done it both ways, but I like how he does it.
Yeah, I don't think
it's so
ever,
flexible.
Filmed in order.
Yeah. Okay, I was curious because I've read, that some directors, and there might be it's like a handful that prefer to go beginning to end.
Well, I will say this, it's easier continuity-wise to follow continuity to do it in order.
Right.
Sometimes you can kind of forget something or whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't know why I just never really...
Never
like
came
to
to
go
your head to
1,
do
2,
that.
3.
But sometimes it's what's available to you, right? It depends on where you're shooting and all that, right?
When it comes to independent film, you know what I mean. Then you gotta take what you can get when you can get it, But yeah.
Gotcha. Are we ready for these people? Do you think they're ready for us?
I don't know.
Something about to happen.
There is something about to happen. What we do here...
the guy's coming in, the clown's coming in with the pie in the face thing. We got it on. It's going to be cool.
Where's the slime fall out of?
Well, what we do here is, with every guest that comes into the show, we do a thing called the Great 8 Quiz.
Didn't know there'd be a test, did you?
Every guest is going to get 8 questions. There are no wrong or right answers. It's just whatever comes to your head. And we're going to do all of you guys. So we're going to go rapid action on this one here because we got a full house tonight. So I will point to you guys, and you guys will answer.
And Sean too, right? He's involved.
Yeah, Sean will do it too.
Okay, good.
He's right here. So he's going to be first.
Sean's like, that's why I came.
And these are non-important questions.
Okay.
No right or wrongs.
Oh no, wait a minute. One of them's not going to work for Tiffany.
Oh what?
Why wouldn't they? We'll find out. We're going to find out. I think we already know the answer. So,
So hell no.
Like I said, not important. These are simple questions. It's the Roy and Jimmy Thing Great 8 Quiz. Cast and crew, get ready here. Number 1, I'm going to point to you first, dude, behind me. Sean. Fallon or Kimmel?
Fallon.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a sweet.
That was what you said. Look at it's a family. Everyone's on it, right?
Number 2, what is your chill music? What do you relax to? Sean.
Indie rap.
What?
Indie rap.
Indie rap.
I've never heard of indie rap.
Shania Twain.
Ambience.
I don't have like a particular artist. It's just like really anything that has like a cool, relaxed beat.
Perfect.
Disturbed or Kill Switch Engage on loop.
Didn't see that coming. Cardi B, stuff like, are you into that?
I like hip-hop and...
Hip-hop. There you go.
There we go. Hip-hop.
All right, number 3. How am I going to do this with you? All right. Let's see here. You can't play this one. What is your actor inspiration? One of your favorite actors?
Brandy.
Brandy?
Robin Williams.
Sandra Bullock.
Really?
Nice.
When I first saw you, I was like, holy cow, really?
It's an obvious one, Mark Hamill.
Obviously. Favorite actor?
I like Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Nice.
Very good.
Oh, good one.
You see, that's why I couldn't ask you.
Well, I'm a favorite actor.
All right. It was like an inspiration. Go ahead. What's your
Emil Hirsch. Right now.
Ooh,
wow.
Look at him go. He went
Street,
obscure on
Went, went like deep.
We got indie rap. Amelia. This guy's.
Never mind. You're not answering anymore. We're going up here.
Number 4. Go-to comedy movie. Sean.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's a great movie.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
it's
God.
on Netflix right now.
Such a great movie.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
The one with
Like
Jim
years
Carrey?
ago?
Yes.
No one
That was
liked
a
it.
great one. I loved it.
Grown-ups.
Grown-ups, yep.
Good one.
That's real hard, but I'm going to have to go with like Ace Ventura.
A classic.
What about Bob?
Nice.
Oh, nice.
What's a funny movie for you?
I don't.
Does Mom know?
For her, I'm not sure. She watches a lot of Disney.
Yeah?
So
What's your favorite Disney movie?
That was getting quiet. She's like, oh my gosh.
Princess and the Frog.
I like the princess movies.
Yeah, I like the Princess and the Frog one. I thought that was a good one. This one. Number 5. These are going to be real quick. Number 5, what's the last thing that got you upset? Sean. Minor or major, doesn't matter. Stubbed your toe, someone cut you off, whatever it be.
Yeah, someone cut me off.
I text someone, they didn't text back.
That's
Knee pain.
Knee pain.
Traffic.
I gotta say traffic.
Traffic.
Cracking my iPhone.
Oh!
Everyone felt that pain.
Everyone felt it, right?
That was crushing right there to everybody.
Okay. Oh my God.
Get her some water. Number 6, your pizza leftovers, cold or warmed up? Sean.
Cold.
Warmed up.
Cold.
No.
I miss pizza.
Cold, always.
Cold.
I love cold. Cold's our deal.
What?
We got to take the time. Okay. This is, you're going to have to say it. You may want to cover your ears. I don't think so. Number 7, what is your favorite cuss word, Sean?
Bitch.
Whoa! Wait! Hold on. One more.
That was like someone she knew. It was like,
that was what you said after the last thing that pissed you off.
She's like,
wow.
That was someone she knew.
Shit.
Tiffany.
I'm gonna go with true bitch.
I'm gonna go with.
I know his.
Can it be more than one? Can I have like a?
It's like a stream.
If you want to do a compound or
FASA.
Get some.
I had to clutch the pearls.
I did too. I'm like, wow.
Do you have a favorite cuss word? You can just say like the C, the S, the T. Or
no, don't get her in trouble.
So you can say darn.
Yeah, by the end of tonight, Dolene's going to be yelling my daughter's off that movie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's the last one, and this is our favorite one.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for this one.
This is our favorite one. I got to get ready for it.
I got to tell you, I was afraid to say you might look like Sandra Bullock, and you just popped off with that. That was great. I was like, you're like, I'm myself. Don't start that.
All right, here we go. This is our favorite question of this quiz here, and I'm going to have so much fun with this.
I am too.
Let's hear. Number 8. What is your best impression? Now, it doesn't have to be anyone famous. Everybody has one
Could
that
be
they
you.
do. Could be a relative, someone at the store, could be a celebrity. And they don't have to be great impressions, but everyone has one.
Could be your mom.
Okay.
When she's mad at you.
Are we clear? Okay.
Do we actually got to perform this impression?
Yes.
Of
Now,
course.
I'm going to have Sean get on the mic. Because I don't want to miss any gems that might not happen. So Sean,
because he's been killing it so far.
Yeah, Sean just okay. So what is your best impression, Sean? Get down here.
I don't really have a voice impression, but it's more of an impression of like my wife or my son.
Perfect.
There you go.
But he like does this thing when he gets really excited, and I'll just be like jumping around the room and just being really crazy and kind of funny.
So it's a shoulder bounce.
Yeah, it's like a shoulder bounce.
Okay, all right.
That would be something he'd reshoot. All right, True.
The Simpsons.
Do one.
Homer.
There it is.
Marge just walked in.
Tiffany.
All right, I'm gonna try and see if it doesn't always work, but I'm gonna try it.
Get on that
You
mic.
can get a couple of them.
Get on that
You
mic.
can try it again if it doesn't.
All right, the only impression I can do is of a turtle. That looks like it already.
Oh, gotcha. Shoulders up.
You might
All right.
security enough for the Turtle Club.
Aubrey.
I have a little cousin, and his name's Angelo, and whenever he gets mad, he'll hit me, and I'll hit him back, and he goes...
Someone just said, do Angelo.
Someone said that in the chat room. That's funny.
Sienna?
Oh.
Sienna just said, Angelo.
He goes, me tell my dad.
Put on blast, Angelo. Put on blast, buddy.
That's awesome. That was a good one.
That was a good one. You guys, excellent at the speed round. That was.
We've never done it with that so many people at one time. I think we've done 3 once.
We had to cut it short a couple times because we went long.
You guys are on it.
Oh my God,
I'm tired.
Let me ask you guys one more question. Not involved in the movie, just you all. What would be one of your favorite parts to do? That's like someone's already done that you would love to do. Movie role.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh gosh, why did I have to go first?
Or something you would like to do.
Well, my background is law enforcement, so I really want to do like a kick-ass, like. I'm so sorry. I have kids. I shouldn't say that.
My kick-ass was okay after what.
That's better than the B word that you said earlier.
I'm a farcer, and she's like, bitch.
I'm sorry, little girl, bitch.
I really want to do like a bad. I really think in my head that I'm Evelyn Salt. So I love martial arts. I'm second level combatives, and I just really want to fight.
Gotcha. A little action scene, something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Excellent.
For me, it's more, I want to do more cooking.
Oh, cool.
I have watched a lot of cooking competitions.
I'm a chopped freak.
Yeah, that too. I love that show too.
She's excited. She went off on me. I said chopped. She got out of her chair.
Well, I've been watching like Master Chef, where like you see a whole different side of Gordon Ramsay than from Hell's Kitchen. So, I'm like,
right.
Like he's all cussing and all this. So it's like, oh well, it's okay. You need a little more salt here, and you're good. And like, totally different person.
Real quick, I almost forgot here from the home office in Cut and Shoot, Texas. The current temperature is 51 degrees, and it feels like it's 56. They say that's for the home office for David and Stephanie. Kudos.
Yeah, thanks for.
I forgot. I do that weekly for our home office there.
And they asked.
Tiffany, what would be a great role for you? The dream role, if you will.
That's a very hard question.
You want to break it down in genre, maybe?
Well, I mean, as far as genre, I just want to do like every single genre. But I think, like ultimately, because I do write as well, and I think ultimately I just like want to write something that's just, so like over the top and be able to portray that so well that people are just like in awe of what I've created. I think is
excellent. She's Quaking is obviously someone for you, right? Yeah. It says Aubrey always wants to fight. Valerie says, Valeria.
Yeah, look, we're getting some dirt on you all of a sudden.
We're getting all your background.
We're finding out
your dislikes.
We're finding out she's quiet, but all of a sudden, watch out, Drew. She's a diva,
a singer, a diva.
It's always the quiet ones you got to watch out.
That's what I heard. Excellent. Anything else you guys want to promote? Anything as far as the movie? Are you done shooting it? You still got more to go?
No.
How long do you think you got? Or
realistically, like 2 months.
Realistically, 2 months. Yeah. How long you been shooting now?
About 2 weeks.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
A 3-month shoot. That's pretty good, actually. For
90 days
right?
normal. Normal 90-day shoot kind of thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Excellent. I'm out of questions.
I'm like Olive. I'm like, and we're running right up on time anyway.
On time.
The movie is called Tales from the Wheelhouse. Follow all these people everywhere. Where can they follow you at?
I'm True Royal. You guys can follow me on Instagram at official_True Royal, and also on my other page at True Hollywood TV.
Okay, Adam.
Instagram is Haney at Instagram.
Okay, Tiffany.
Mine would be my Instagram, and it's Tiffany Villalobos.
Drew, you know what? I sent you a request. You haven't even responded to mine yet.
What you talking about?
Your Instagram.
What are you talking about?
I'm still requesting. You're not even said yes yet.
Yeah, that's a funny story because those are fake accounts. I don't use those. That should keep everybody guessing.
I'm glad I found official. There it is. Official. Yeah, do the official. Oh, David's like, free pizza. David, we're running out of time here. And where would they find you at?
They can follow me on Instagram and Musically on Breelyssa, BREELYSSA.
And so everyone doesn't get freaked out. Her page is managed by her Nina. So it's not like, oh my gosh, she's really getting. Come on, all right? Because I was like, oh my god, you're telling her thing, and she's young. No, watch out. She's gonna get all the bad. Oh, I was gonna say badass people, but I did it anyway. Come over and say, don't mess with Aubrey. What, bitch? Ask what people say who they look like. We're out of time. That would be a good one, though.
Oh, that is a great one.
We got a couple minutes.
People always say I look like Brandy.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, definitely.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna say the guy, not Jack Black, Tenacious D.
Okay, that works.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice pull, Jimmy.
Kyle Glass, yeah.
And Tiffany, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah,
you get that
Sandra
one?
Bullock.
All right, I'm told young Nicolas Cage or Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes, I can see it.
Yes.
I can see Nicholas.
Who's it?
One of my friend's moms said when I looked like iCarly when she was younger.
Ooh.
No way. Yes.
Good pull.
I didn't even see it.
I see it.
Oh, we just saw my doppelganger.
Who?
Oh my God, what was his name?
Paul Giamatti.
Oh, Paul Giamatti.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
We had Barry Sobel in here.
Or
a
Stone
couple
Cold
years.
Steve Austin.
I just cut my hair like that. just this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, we had Barry Sobel in, and he said he called him. Said you look like Paul Giamatti. He goes, what? And then if you look at it, you go, yeah, yes, I do.
There's a lot of pictures. No, I have this picture. I'll show you guys. It is like me. He's leaning over with a shirt and tie, and he's leaning over a desk. I showed it to my wife. She's like, what?
Yeah, it's just that perfect picture. I've gotten Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, for sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Theapartments.com. Yes. So I'm actually trying to live it because everyone keeps saying it. I went to a Jimmy Buffett concert so many years ago. People thought I was Kenny Loggins because I had a beard. And so I got free beers. And then the other half of the concert after they got stoned, then I was Jeff Goldblum. And then I got more beers. So it was actually really good for me. I had a great night.
My favorite Kenny Loggins story was he was on a radio show doing a interview, and he said he shaved his beard off. And he was at this party thing. His wife didn't recognize it was him, and his wife hit on him.
Oh, that's scary.
It was like,
That's true.
whoa!
Here's that Paul Giamatti. It looks like Roy.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's like, wow, that's crazy.
He nails it
I
right
usually
there.
have my glasses. Guys,
He doesn't have your glasses.
man, I can't believe we're out of time.
We are already out of time. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We had a ball with you guys.
Stay tuned to it. You guys know where it's at. We're going to promote the heck out of this thing, and look for it summer. Summer. We're like a solid summer.
But any updates, you guys share it with us. We'll share it with everybody else on there. Thanks for listening to us tonight. Next week we have the one and only Chappie from Chaotic Motorsports returning to the show next Tuesday night.
Man, you guys all have a great week. We love you all. Be safe. Hit them, baby.
And this episode will replay Sunday morning for Chaotic and Coffee, 8 o'clock. So we'll definitely tag you guys in there and definitely tune in again.
All right, guys.
Great.
See ya.
Every time